And that's it. If you do all of those things, you won't have any arguments while you're on prednisone at all.
Literally never. Patented.
Patented.
Or at least they'll be way easier to manage.
Hello and welcome back to another week of Calling in Sick. I'm your host, Alex Wildeson, and this week I have St. Cooper with me, who has truly earned that, what's that called? Sainthood? Ordained title? Anyway, he's earned whatever that word is called. Because I'm on prednisone, I've been a bit of a piece of work, and you've been very patient and kind.
Thank you.
So we decided, since prednisone is terrible, and we're probably not alone in dealing with it, and we've made an episode for the patient side of dealing with prednisone, it was about damn time to make the friends and family guide to navigating your loved one on the roids.
Yes, we've had a lot of years of you on different doses of prednisone, and that's come with a lot of excitement.
So much excitement.
A lot of tiffs.
Some big blowout fights.
Yep. And over the years, I feel like we've gotten a lot better at managing it, for the most part.
For the most part.
That's not to say
there aren't still meltdowns sometimes.
Yeah, like this week.
Yeah. This week, I'll give you guys, you know what? I'm going to invite you in. Come on in. You want to hear a story of Alex being wackadoo? Okay, here it is. So when I'm on prednisone, I get overstimulated very, very quickly. And when I get overstimulated, it's like this rage boils inside of me. And I can feel it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna snap. I can feel the snap coming. So, we're driving to trauma therapy. Aptly timed trauma therapy. There's music going on. The AC was very loud. There was a UT football game, so the traffic was terrible. I was trying to edit something on Instagram. Lots of sounds, lots of stimulation, and I just went, ah! And screamed. And Cooper was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I said, I feel the rage boiling inside of me, and I'm not okay. And so we turned the music off, made the AC a little quieter. I closed my eyes. We did some breathing exercises.
We just shut the whole situation down.
Shut it down.
No noise, no distractions, just some
silence.
Blissful silence.
It was so nice.
But yeah, that's like a pretty common occurrence.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. And what I will say is that over the years, I think I've gotten better about noticing when that rage is boiling.
Yeah. And I think we both have, honestly. Like, we can see...
Yeah. You can see it in me.
Yeah, the blocks getting stacked up.
Yep. And that's when Cooper's natural demeanor, very calm, very laid back. We not poke fun, kind of. We josh around with each other.
Yeah.
But when he sees the rage boiling, he knows, tamping it down, because I go from playful, fun Alex to, you're being so mean right now.
Yeah. So we'll talk a bit about that, about how to expand your buffer zone, how to not feel like you're walking on eggshells, all that.
Or how to walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
Depending on how the cookie crumble. So anyway, TLDR, this episode is for you to send to your friends and family so that they can better understand you on prednisone and also have some tools for navigating that, and also a space to commiserate and bond over the shared experience of their loved one becoming an absolute demon monster.
Yep.
But before we get into it, little life catch-ups, because last we were chatting, I think I was filling you guys in about my rheumatology appointment, where I was left with the Sophie's Choice, which I still have not Googled or figured out what that actually means. But I was left with the Sophie's Choice of increasing my prednisone immediately to 60 milligrams, waiting it out a bit longer so I could schedule some procedures, and then increasing, or throwing in the towel and saying all of this current medical protocol is a failure and we're starting from block 1. So it's only been 6 days, and obviously that means no decisions have really been made, except for I did go up to 30 milligrams from 10 milligrams. I am getting symptom relief, which is great. I have an increase in energy and creativity. I'm not full gremlin mode with my hands and my pain and hunched over. But we also have seen some of the negative sides of prednisone start to percolate quite strongly.
Little trade-off.
Yeah. What's a trade-off? Energy, meanness. Energy, meanness. I've been thinking about why do I even say yes to prednisone sometimes? And honestly, I think I found the answer in the comment section of that one video I made the other week that went disrespectfully viral about prednisone.
What was it?
Somebody said, my mom always says better pred than dead.
I like that.
It seems kind of dramatic, but it's not, because we don't take prednisone all willy-nilly lightheartedly. Like, I think everybody that has taken prednisone before, it is a decision they have to make and be okay with and warn their friends and family and loved ones that they are going on prednisone. It's not something that people take lightheartedly, I don't think.
Yeah.
Actually, there were some people in the comments that were like, I don't have any of these side effects. I love prednisone.
Well, good for them.
What kind of prednisone are you having? Give that kind to me.
Very envious.
And there aren't really alternatives to prednisone. There's other types of steroids like dexamethasone, methylprednisone, solumedrol, stuff like that. But there's not alternatives, meaning like something other than steroids when you're in a pickle. Yeah. Like you take prednisone when you're in a bad flare-up, or to bridge you from one medication to the next, or while you're waiting for a medication to get to a therapeutic level.
Steroids are steroids.
Steroids are steroids, and it's just part of the chronic illness journey. Unfortunatamente. But that's why we're making episodes like this, so that they're a wee bit more tolerable for everybody else.
That's right.
From our hard-learned lessons. Big blowout fights, big puddles of tears. The most demonic side of me humanly possible coming to the surface.
Yeah.
Speaking of demons, my brain just went to two different paths. K-pop demon hunters, obviously. And also the hilarious comment that someone put on my video the other day that they think an exorcism would cure me. I mean, don't knock it till you try it.
You never know.
You just never know.
But I feel like we should talk about prednisone a little bit.
Yeah, probably. I guess so. If you haven't seen the post, go check it out and go spend some time in the comment section. I think it'll be incredibly validating for anybody that is on prednisone or has experienced the travesties of prednisone. But I pulled out 3 of the funniest things that I read. Yeah. And I thought I would share because they made me feel seen and heard, and also they gave me a chuckle.
These were good.
1, I almost got fired because my inside thoughts become my outside thoughts. Relatable.
Yep, that happens. Can confirm.
I remember one time working during the pandemic, and I remember one time working, and I was in a flare-up, started taking prednisone, and I called my boss sobbing, and she was like, I think that you just need to take a mental health day. Like, you do not sound okay right now. And Cooper was like, yeah, you just go outside. Just sit outside.
Remove yourself.
Remove yourself from this environment. Second funniest comment. It gives me insomnia. I feel like I'm having a heart attack all the time. I become an absolute liability. It's not super funny, but it did make me feel very, very seen.
Yeah, and I get insomnia too, because your insomnia spreads.
It's because I just lay in bed and I go, are you awake?
And I am then awake.
Are you awake? Do you want to hang out?
Yes.
And Cooper actually kind of can like be awake while he's asleep.
Sometimes.
It's one of his party tricks. It's actually pretty scary. We've had like full-on conversations while he is dead ass asleep.
I'm like an inch away from a full-on sleepwalker functional person.
Yeah, it's wild, honestly. Last comment was, okay, prefacing the last comment, the amount of people that said things about, oh my gosh, that's why my cat's acting so mean, or oh my gosh, my dog had to take it once, made me laugh so hard because, yes, that is very much true, but also like, your dog's prednisone dose is probably not the same as the chronic illness dosage.
I think it's a good example. I
think, do?
Yeah, I think whatever dose, every creature is experiencing it the same.
Okay, that's valid. I was going to take the other position of like, don't equate your pet on prednisone to me on prednisone, but I think you're right.
Steroids are steroids. And this person said, my dog had to take prednisone last year, and it was like living with a clingy, tiny, furry crackhead. Except she has razor teeth and absolutely no reasoning skills.
I don't know if she needed to throw in the except. I feel like that also is applicable to me.
Razor teeth?
No reasoning skills.
Possibly. Well, what's it feel like for you? Is it like that?
Yes.
What is your experience?
Prednisone has the initial few day high where you feel so productive, you have less pain, it feels like you're a superhero. And then the crash comes. And then for me, that means I stop noticing when I'm hungry. I'm nauseous all the time, which causes an issue with hanger. And even when I'm not on prednisone, hangry Alex is not the nicest. Prednisone hangry Alex is a fucking disaster. I get big ass mood swings. I could cry from a video of a little kid laughing, or I could cry from a political video. I could
cry because you're existing.
Because I'm crying. Literally, I think I've done that before. And I get such bad insomnia, which then compounds everything else. It's like PMS times 1,000. Pretty unpleasant. What's it like for you?
It is like my sweet, gentle, funny wife turns on her mystery persona, puts on a mask, and can become a vicious gremlin for periods and then switch back.
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps you on your toes, and there can be a lot of just exciting back and forths. It's a time where I really need to focus on controlling myself, and
they say you spice things up at 10 years, so...
Well, we've been spicing it up for 10 years because you've been on it.
I've been on the spice.
For a while.
Yeah. Okay, so you would say I have a split personality kind of when I'm on prednisone.
Yeah, because I don't think you and you on prednisone are really the same person. I recognize that there is a difference.
I appreciate that you recognize that.
Well, I think
sometimes I struggle recognizing that.
I mean, yeah, it's a crazy thing. And we've had to deal with this for 10 years.
So because we've been able to get through the last 10 years without killing each other or divorcing each other while I've been on and off prednisone, Cooper and I pulled together 4 tips that we think can help anybody navigate handling and loving someone on the roids.
Yes.
Our very first tip: personify the prednisone.
Yes.
How did you get to that?
Well, I think when I talk about there being 2 versions of you and this personification of prednisone you has been an effort to separate you as my normal, lovely wife and what happens when you're dealing with chemicals that are impacting your emotions and your interactions and everything like that. So we had to joke around in order to safely broach different conversation points while you're on prednisone, because I think you can get into a bad place if you are not talking to someone who is having
rational thoughts.
Yeah, not having the normal rational way of thinking.
Yeah. And then it can make you feel like you have to walk on eggshells all the time around that person. And then the person on prednisone feels guilty that they are causing everyone else to feel like that. So, personifying prednisone has been, honestly, the biggest game changer.
Well, and it separates what's happening from you. Because I think we both have come to realize it's not personal. It's not you. It's not indicative.
How I feel about you.
Yeah. Or your normal behavior. It's okay, this is a departure from
me.
Your normal ways of behaving.
Or it's my normal ways of behaving extraordinarily magnified.
Yeah.
I have anxiety. We know this. We've talked about it. I get overstimulated, and that can pique my anxiety. But prednisone Alex overstimulated is like meltdown city.
Yeah.
At the drop of a pin. So I think it was 5 years ago or so. Coop had this brain blast, and he said, okay, you on prednisone is a different person. We're calling her Victoria. She's a bitch. She's our third roommate. We don't like her together. That is the problem, not you. And that was very helpful because it made me give myself grace. It made it jovial when I was acting up because it wasn't me. It was, hey, Victoria seems like she's coming around, don't you think? And that made me feel a lot better. And I would also say...
well, it shifts from clashing with each other to, like, there's this third entity. Mm-hmm. And not being at each other has been huge. Super helpful.
Not that we're always perfect about that. We still will get into little head bumps about stupid shit. But when we remember that Victoria is present and that we don't like her, maybe that's where the exorcism can happen. It'll be the removal of Victoria.
That's it.
Then things go a little bit smoother, which is what we all want.
But yeah, the personification, the separation of your person and your person on prednisone has been like the foundation that's let us kind of build on this so that our little tiffs and arguments and your frustrations and all that stuff don't turn into anything. Yeah.
Which we're saying jokingly, but like honestly, 90% of people that take prednisone report having like psychiatric issues. So I don't think it's that far-fetched that prednisone could drive people to get a divorce or lose their job or whatever, because you are really like the most unfiltered version of yourself and the worst version of yourself at the same time. It's great.
Yeah. Well, it's literally like, I don't know if this like saying is appropriate or what, but like roid rage. Mm-hmm. Like it's steroid rage. It is anger. It is tantrums. It is little things that may bother you that you typically can completely ignore. But when you're on that right little concoction of prednisone, it just puts you to
focus on that. Well, I feel like I also hyperfixate. Maybe that's a good thing to call out. People that take prednisone, you start hyperfixating on anything. It can be being overstimulated by sounds. It can be the way someone's... Well, I guess that's another sound. I was going to say the way someone's chewing or breathing or snoring or... I don't know, like other things that you've been doing that have been making me go crazy.
Well, that's it. It can be a lot of not completely logical stuff. Like, I make us a smoothie every day. It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's a good smoothie.
It's a delicious smoothie.
It starts our day right. It gets all your vitamins and stuff. But, like, you will want to rip my head off for it because the blender's too loud.
So, what do? You send me outside.
We send you outside. We separate you from this environment. Mm-hmm. I know if she's grumpy passing by while I'm doing it, she's not grumpy, and she's going to be much happier once she gets the smoothie, and we just decide to let it go.
Yes.
And I take a couple deep breaths. Remember that I need to be in charge, and I need to be in control, because...
I'm a toddler.
I wasn't going to say it that way, but kind of, yeah.
I'm a toddler.
Yeah, and remind myself I'm separating this version of Alex from her normal version of Alex, and we're gonna fight this thing together, and you need a smoothie because hunger and prednisone do not go together.
No. And I know that sounds kind of crazy that like Cooper has to take on this extra burden of being so good at self-regulating, calming down for not just him, but for the both of us. But in doing so, it makes it feel like we're both working against the disease together, because inside I'm battling everything. I'm taking the medications. I'm doing the shit to try to hopefully get better so we can have a better life, get on with our next chapters and whatnot. So it makes me feel like you're in the trenches with me when I know like you're the captain, you're regulating for us, you're helping me regulate. Now it doesn't mean that I have then permission to be an absolute fucking bitch to him. I'm still responsible for my actions and my words, but it does give me like some peace of mind knowing that you're giving me grace. That's like the foundation we're working from, and that you are in it with me to help me get out of those prednisone moods and cycles.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. And it makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel less frustrated. It lets me joke around. It makes it less serious from my perspective and easier to let things go. And when you're not thinking that way, it's easy to like let a bunch of little fights or little frustrations like build into something bigger. And we have had this happen where we will literally have like end up in a blow up argument over the stupidest.
I can never remember what they're about, but I can remember like the crazy shit I did because of the argument, like taking Teddy and going to the nail salon because I was like, I have to get out of this house, you're being ridiculous. And it's like, no, I probably definitely was being the crazy one.
I'm gonna sleep in the guest room.
I'm gonna sleep in the guest room. Yeah, that's the one that I like to throw out when I have prednisone rage. And what do you never let me do it.
Nope.
You come in, even if I get in here, you pick me up, you carry me, you put me back in our bed, and you say, this is Victoria.
Well, before we even get to that point, I think we both have like some calming mantras, things we do by ourselves to regulate, to take it back, like, taking a couple deep breaths.
Actually helps a lot.
Reminding myself not to take what's happening personally is super important. I try to literally, when I am in a doctor's appointment, they're like, oh, we're going to go up or down in prednisone. I'm like, any change, up, down, left, right, whatever it is going to cause a prednisone reaction. And just being like, okay, I need to expect some mood swings. Is helpful. So
tantrums.
Like, don't take it personally. Expect some tantrums. And just be like, my wife is literally having roid rage.
And that you're like in the trenches with me.
Yeah, I'm in it with her. We can joke about this. It doesn't have to be so serious. It's Victoria. So let's just get through.
Yep. And I think having like that mindset, I guess that's the tip, is like when your loved one is about to start prednisone, I think it's probably reasonable to have a conversation of like, okay, we know that the next however long is going to have some bumps because of this until my body gets adjusted to the dosing. We're in it together. Let's give each other grace. Let's do this third roommate. And let's just try to get through it.
I'm sorry in advance if I say things I don't mean.
I'm sorry in advance for the things I will say that I don't mean.
Yeah.
Because you'll say shit inevitably that you do not mean.
Yep. And that's that little stuff that can build up and cause tiffs. And separating, reminding yourself these things makes a huge difference.
Speaking of that too, one thing I've noticed that we both do when we're in arguments, when I'm not on prednisone, is if things start to get heated, we'll both just take a break, separate. I usually go outside, maybe Cooper goes on a walk, and then we come back together after we've like regulated a little bit and breathed. And like emotions, I think I read something that's like every emotion only lasts like 90 seconds, or it can only last, you can make it last only 90 seconds or something like that. So getting through like the peak of all of that and then coming back together to be solution oriented is really good. But on prednisone, I think I get like these intense emotions of like, he's abandoning me. And so I get clingier when probably taking a step back is better. And I don't know. I feel like you handle that pretty well. Like you still carve out space for you to breathe, regulate, calm down without me feeling like you're abandoning me. I don't know how you do it. Do you? You say you're going to go to the bathroom.
No, no, in these moments, if I can remember, like, okay, this is irrational, instead of being like, this is irrational, you're not acting normally, it's like, okay, I think I feel myself heating up too. So, if anything, I don't know, everyone feels bad once you've said, like, something mean that didn't make sense.
Feel guilty.
Yeah, I think I've just, like, have said that thing enough times to know, like, oh, I need to take a breather here because this is escalating, and if we both have 5 minutes and a snack,
well, everything will be
like,
better.
this entire conflict will
resolve.
Half in volume.
Yeah. When I'm not on prednisone and Cooper and I have tiffs, we separate, we calm down, we let that 90-second emotion run its course, and then get back to our normal selves so that we can be solution-oriented when we get back together to talk it out and get the argument resolved. On prednisone, though, I get really, really clingy. I get hyper self-critical. I feel like I'm abandoned if someone walks away when I'm in a meltdown. And one of my favorite things that Cooper does, and candidly, I don't know how you do it because I know in those moments you also probably feel heated. He just hugs me, gives me a big hug, gives me a kiss on my head, and is like, I love you. It's okay. Right now it's prednisone time. Let's get you comfortable and get you doing something you want to do. And like Friday, I think is a perfect example of that. I was feeling all out of sorts. I remember telling you, I feel the prednisone rage like right at the surface of my skin, like it could tip over and breach and just spill out. And I'm trying so hard. I'm trying my best. And you just hugged me and you're like, that's all you can do. Like, you're trying your best. You're dealing with the emotions as best you can. So I love you and it's okay. And then you set us up to have like my dream night, which was my PEMF mat and a cozy blanket, my paint by numbers. We watched a cute animated singing movie, KPop Demon Hunters, which is fucking amazing. And just catered to me to make me feel loved. And I remember I told you afterwards, I was like, thank you so much for doing that, because I was getting so guilty about how prednisone's making me feel and act. And you giving me grace like that allowed me to turn down those negative self-critical thoughts, because just as loud as the snappy thoughts are, that's happening in my head too. And so you gave me permission to give myself grace.
Well, thank you. And it worked both ways, I would say. Like, you having a moment of lucid vulnerability and being like, I am struggling with this right now, was just the little enough reminder that I needed to be like, whoa, dial back your own temperature, Cooper. This is Victoria talking, and we can change this. We don't need to go down that path.
Yeah. Maybe that's the next tip, is like open communication. So as the person on prednisone, you're going to have to be vulnerable with the people that you love if you want them to be able to support you and be in the trenches with you. I can't blow up at Cooper, walk away, and say nothing, and he's going to act like that's fine. No. Like, I'm still responsible for my reactions, for how I talk to you, how I respond to the world, even if I'm not totally in control of my hormones and my brain chemistry. So being vulnerable with you, telling you, like, I'm struggling with this right now, I'm feeling it build, or like or on the hunger front, when I'm like, I have no appetite right now, but I haven't eaten in a while. I know I'll probably start getting prednisone hangry soon. And it just keeps you, I think, like, checked in on my brain. And it's almost like we have to be double down on how like aligned we are during these time periods if we want to avoid conflict. It's a lot of work.
It is work, but it's work that will be
have
worth
a good outcome.
it. Yeah, it's worth it in the long run. I promise. It makes your life a lot happier and doesn't lead to like long periods of anger and resentment.
Thank God. Unless you have anything that you'd like to air out right now.
No, I don't think so. Not right now, at least.
Later. Speaking of open communication, one of the funniest things that we've done, and we still have it actually hanging in our house, is last year I was on really, really high dose steroids. It was after my botched spinal surgery. I was like a puddle of depression and anxiety anyway, and then it poured gasoline on that with the prednisone. So I made a sign, I think for real actually, and it said, I'm on prednisone. We have taped that and put it onto the door of our bedroom, and it's just stayed there for the last year because I'm still on prednisone. And it is a jovial reminder for me to check myself and for Cooper to remember, if she's not seeming like herself, it's because she's not herself. So if you need to use that, do it.
A sign, a literal sign, can be a good reminder.
So that sign is really helpful, and I think it actually kind of goes with the next tip, which is to be anticipatory.
Yep. Like a road sign, hey, hard right turn is coming up.
Caution, drama ahead.
Yeah. But it's about anticipating what's coming, right?
Yeah.
And I think that...
And anticipating the triggers that kind of set prednisone craziness free.
Yeah.
It's like me being overstimulated, me being hungry, me being tired. Some of those things like you can't really control or fix in the moment, but being aware of them is important. And then there are things that you do knowing that those triggers exist to help keep the peace.
Yeah, and being like, oh, she hasn't eaten since breakfast and it's 2:00 now. She's starting to act up. Maybe she's hungry.
Which is always true. And when I'm on prednisone, it means I'm in a flare-up. And when I'm in a flare-up, I get nauseous basically 24/7 and I have zero appetite. So sometimes if I'm hangry, it's because of those things. Cooper does a good job of knowing what are my safe foods for that time period. And more often than not, it's breakfast food.
Yeah.
Like, I could eat breakfast food 24/7.
It's always breakfast food.
It really is. It's a smoothie, it's bone broth, it's soybean butter and jelly sandwiches, it's waffles. I got protein waffles though, don't worry. I'm not just like eating carbs.
Gluten-free protein waffles and English muffins.
Yes. And fruit.
Yep. All those things. But I'm like, okay, she is a furnace right now, acting up. I need to feed the baby.
Feed the baby, honey. Speaking of breakfast foods. Wait, no. And the baby is always hungry. And the baby's always hungry. And the baby is always hungry for breakfast. Never dinner foods. Literally never dinner foods.
I know. It's odd. I could eat dinner foods for every meal, and
That's wild to me. Like, the thought of having a chicken pot pie for breakfast at 9 a.m. sounds terrible.
Delicious. It works for me.
Oh my god. How, though?
I don't know. I just like it. I like food, and I like it at any time. I could do dinner for breakfast. I could do sushi for breakfast. You know this.
Ugh. Sushi for breakfast. That's a bad one.
I could do pasta for breakfast. I could do anything. I just love it. Doesn't matter the time. I could also do breakfast at any time.
You just like food.
Yeah.
Cooper loves food. He eats so much food. When we were in college, our like cheap dates that we would go on was to the cafeteria, and we'd sit there for like 4 or 5 hours and eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And by that, I mean I would have 4 bowls of cereal, and Cooper would have 15 different cuisine types, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, and dessert. It was wild. It's when I first was like, we are going to have a different opinion. We are going to have a difference in opinion on food preferences, methinks.
I think more people would go with me. I think more people are open to eating like dinner foods and stuff for breakfast.
I don't think so. Let us know in the comments. So Mexican can be eaten at any time, but other than that, breakfast requires breakfast, but any other meal can also be breakfast, but not the other way around. Let us know if you're Team Cooper or Team Alex on this one.
So to wrap this up, I would say here are kind of my 4 takeaways is 1, don't take things personally. Separate prednisone plus person and your person, because they are different. Feed them.
Feed the baby.
Feed them if they're seeming upset.
Or make them lay down and sleep. That's the other one that we didn't really hit on.
Yeah. Take a second, separate yourself, and just repeat some mantras, whatever works for you. Just a little space. This is the time for it. Calm down before you say something you don't mean.
Because you're wearing the conductor hat.
Yep.
And helping co-regulate with someone who isn't in control of their brain chemistry.
Yep.
Like a toddler.
Yep. And be anticipatory. You gotta expect some departures from this person's normal behavior. It's not them. It's not about you either. Expect some
ups and downs.
Ups and downs, yeah. And just be ready to roll with it.
And then be a safe space for open communication. And that's it. If you do all of those things, you won't have any arguments while you're on prednisone at all.
Literally never. Patent it.
Patented.
Or at least they'll be way easier to manage.
Yeah.
And you can do all those things when you're in the heat of an argument. You can just remind yourself to calm down.
Because everyone likes to be told to calm down when they are revved up. Speaking of calm, we didn't do Alex's picks of the week, but one of my picks of the week does help induce a state of calm.
What are they?
Okay, so the first one is a new electrolyte / supplement brand that I am obsessed with. It's called the Absorption Company, and it allows you to absorb everything 6 times. I think it's 6 times. No, 500%, 5x.
Wow.
So this company uses a certain patented formula technology that increases the bioavailability of those supplements. And so you actually absorb 5 times the amount that you would if you were just taking like a regular old supplement pill. They have 4 different variations of their supplements. One is for energy. Obviously don't need that one right now. One is for calm. One is for sleep. And one is for, I think, recovery, which is just like electrolytes. The calm one I really like because it's not drowsy inducing. And the sleep one I really like because there's no melatonin. And if you're autoimmune, sometimes you might have and if you're autoimmune, melatonin can make you have a, what's it called? Something storm? Cytokine storm. And have the opposite effect of what it's supposed to have. So finding these kind of supplements that are for sleepy time without the melatonin, huge. I've been using them this last week, actually noticing a difference. Really quite like it. They are strong flavored, I will warn. I will try to get a discount code and put it in the description.
My pick, golf. It's a great time to just schedule outings. Someone's changed in prednisone. This is the day you want to go into the office. We're taking it before the weekend. Go play some golf, but also plan something for them. You know, you gotta plan things out.
And honestly,
you're not avoiding, you're just intentionally using this time to better yourself and your relationship.
And if you were to schedule a spa day for me while you were golfing, I would love that.
See?
You have permission to do that. You're encouraged. I would like that.
That's right.
Will you do that?
Yes. Now what's your next pick?
My next pick is Ion Layer, which is another supplement company, but this one is very different than all the other supplements you'll have seen because it's a transdermal delivery, meaning it is through your skin. This company uses, I think it's called electrophoresis. I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't know the science behind it at all, but what I like about it is that it bypasses like the gastric absorption. So if you have absorption issues like your girl, this allows you to absorb it from your skin straight to your blood. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. I've tried the glutathione and the NAD. I like both of them. I've noticed a difference with both of them. They also have a B vitamin and a vitamin C option. And my discount code, which is in the description, will give you $150 off for the next 3 days for these supplements if you would like to try them. They are expensive, but they are cheaper than getting an IV of that medication and actually more bang for your buck. Higher absorption rate anyway.
Look at that. Do you have a code for my gummies for my pick? My second pick?
For Ohm?
Yeah. Ohm. I love gummies, and I like being calm.
That sounds like you love weed.
I didn't even...
You love gummies?
I like gummy candy.
What's your second pick of the week?
My second pick of the week is Ohm. They make gummy supplement candies, and I love...
Nootropics.
Nootropics?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're nootropics. It's mushroom-based, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's natural. They taste delicious, and I love gummy candy, so I honestly just like eating them. And they're calming, which is topical for this episode, because sometimes...
You need a little calm, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope all of these different supplements and activities help you find your calm this week. And if you can't find your calm this week, don't worry. Our one brain cell pick of the week will at least turn your crazy energy right around and make you happy, because you cannot watch this movie without smiling. It is so good. So good, we haven't just watched it once. We've watched it twice, including the sing-along version. And honestly, after we finish recording, we're probably going to watch it again because the songs are bangers.
I know. Now cue the music.
And it's called
KPop Demon Hunter.
Which I'm laughing at because it sounds like that is a ridiculous movie name. KPop Demon Hunter. Wild. What are you going to get? You have no idea. But it's an animated movie with singing. If you liked things like Moana 1, if you liked Bad Guys or The Outback, if you liked
Honestly,
Encanto.
I feel like you can't even compare it. It is its own thing. It is uplifting, it's powerful, it's fun.
It's true.
It's good for all ages.
Yeah, I'm sure our nephew and niece are going to love that movie.
Yeah.
But I meant, like, if you like those animated movies with singing, like Sing, you'll probably like KPop Demon Hunter. And if you don't like those things, you'll still like KPop Demon Hunter because there are some chronic illness takeaways out of it. And my favorite one out of that was that the movie talks about, like, letting your shame be seen so that you don't feel the shame. Because if you are vulnerable and share your anxieties or fears with others that you trust and love, they no longer have control over you. And I think when on Prednisone, if you can do that and be vulnerable and say, I am feeling like I'm about to explode, the people around you aren't going to hold it against you. They're going to want to make you feel a little bit better. So vulnerability goes a long way.
Yeah, and you don't have to consistently listen to those demons that are in your voice.
In your head.
In your head.
Maybe in your voice, too.
The demon voices that are in your head, and you don't have to live in that. And
yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah. There's opportunities to take that down everywhere.
Mm-hmm. All right, should we go watch K-Pop Demon Hunter again?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sing along time.
Bye! And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me for another week of Calling in Sick. As a reminder, I would love for y'all to like, follow, subscribe, save, share with a friend, do all of the things. It truly helps grow this community, and it helps these episodes reach the people that need them the most, whether that's for an educational piece, to have a little laugh, or to not feel so alone. As a reminder, Calling in Sick sits on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify, and anywhere else where you can find your listens. From the bottom of my heart, I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for calling in sick with me every Monday. It's been an honor and a pleasure so far, and I can't wait to continue building this community with y'all. Love you.